Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Magic. So, um, yeah, I'm currently home from work here on this Friday afternoon because I have a little bit of like a throat thing. So I thought I'd use the opportunity to play some more Magic with you guys. And I'm really excited to take this Blue Red Delver deck for another spin. It's been a while. I mean, I played like some single queue games with the deck, but I wanted to take it through another league. Um, I'm still not a huge fan of the 4 of Augur of Bolas, but I've been quite happy with 2 of them. So the problem with this card is that the more of them you play, the fewer spells you actually have to flip. So I think 2 is the right amount. And for those of you who are not familiar with the deck, it's sort of like a blue aggressive control deck where you basically want to just try and land a Delve of Secrets as early as possible, so flip it into the 3/2 flyer, or you want to try and get out a Ninja of the Debowers to get your card draw going, and then you just have a bunch of little value creatures like this Fairy Miscreant, which when this comes into play, if you have another one in play already, you draw a card, and that's a very nice synergy with the Fairy Miscreant and the ninjutsu ability of Ninja of the Debowers, along with spell stutter sprites. Besides that, we play counter spells, we're playing a bunch of cantrips, and then the beauty of playing red is that we get a very nice removal package in Lightning Bolts and Screds. So Scred is saying that you can deal damage to a creature equals a number of snow permanents you control, and then all of our lands are just snow-covered islands and mountains, along with a few fetch lands. So like for the bit longer games, we have a couple of Gushes to draw us cards, and we have 2 Brainstorms, which goes really well with the fetch lands that we play. So the deck is fairly simple. It's very powerful. I'm not entirely sure how well it sits in the meta game right now, but I thought, what the hell? Like I think it's really nice. It really fits into the playstyle that I like in the Eternal format. You know, just like being able to like play long games and grinding out your opponent and stuff. It's right down my alley. And then the sideboard, we have 2 Hydroblasts against red decks, 3 Pyroblasts against blue decks, and single Dispel to protect our stuff, and Aura Flux to combat a lot of the enchantment-based decks. So there's both Bogles, and I think there's like a white heroic deck as well right now. Stormbound Geists to protect ourselves against edicts, Electrickery, and Gorilla Shamans, and just an extra Lightning Bolt in the sideboard. So the deck is like pretty straightforward and it's pretty streamlined. Yeah. Oh yeah, another thing. I like to play a single Vapor Snag in the deck, just because sometimes you don't always get to your red mana to when you need the removal spell, and then the having like access to like a blue removal spell has been pretty good for me. So yeah, let's go and have a look. I already joined the league, so hopefully we can find an opponent here pretty quickly. I'm not sure how many people are actually playing right now. I mean, it is a public holiday here in the US, so let's see. Well, yeah, it's been ages since I played a Pauper League. Pauper's a fun format. I'm really happy that it's gaining in popularity right now. I think there's a lot of really cool decks you can play, and there's sort of like decks that fits every sort of like play style. Just want to check here. I'm live. I am live. That's good. Okay, so we don't have any protection, but we do have a 1-drop into a ninja. So I think we're gonna keep that. So this is basically what the deck is trying to do. It's just trying to like get ahead on the board quick as possible, and then just try and protect the threats. So green, that could be Stumby. It turns out that it's Bogles. So our counter spells are going to be pretty dead here. Basically what we want to do now is that we just want to try and see if we can race them, or at least try and disrupt them in any sort of way. And I think the best thing to do here is just to get our card draw going. So let's draw a card off the ninja. Found another ninja. That's not like that ideal, but normally this is not a very good matchup, but let's just see how it goes. Utopia Sprawl, okay. I like seeing that. And a Rancor. And another Scout, okay. So they attack for 3, that's fine. So there's a counterspell. So I think we sort of like just have to keep this counterspell up. Okay, so they decide to block. I'm fine with that. So yeah, let's just play out a mountain here. Then we can use that mana to find another island with the Asparians, and then we can just keep this counterspell up. So they gain a life. I'm okay with that. So that's a Ledge Walker, that's fine as well. Them just playing out these hexproof creatures is not that big of a deal. Oh, and they stay back on defense now. That's interesting. That's telling me they don't really have that much gas in hand. So let's just yeah, let's just attack here. Then if they decide to block with the Glade Cover Scout, then I'm fine with that. So they get the Rancor back. And then we can just play out this Miscreant, because we can just block their Ledge Walker now if they decide to replay the Rancor. Okay. So what we're really afraid of are the sort of like their big enchantments. Like Unflinching Courage or Armadillo Cloak, yeah. So that's the one we really have to counter. Another Rancor, okay. So if they want to attack here, then that's perfectly fine with us. They don't. So here's a Scred. Scred doesn't do anything. So I think we attack now. Then we ninja. Another ninja. We got all the ninjas. Oh, since we don't have a counterspell or anything, I think it's more important just getting out our creatures here. And then so unless they draw another... Oh, that was very good. Good top deck. Yeah, but that's what that deck does. You know, they just top deck really well. There's really no point of us blocking here. I don't think there's any way for us to win. Let me just check the deck. No, there's not really any ways for us to win here. So I think we just scoop it up. I mean, they just got lucky. That happens. So we definitely want the Aura Flux. We definitely don't want any of these Screds. And we don't want the Vapor Snag either. Might want the Sandstorm. And Trickery is pretty good because the overload mode doesn't target, so it just says each creature. So in that sense, we can, and then I guess we can just take a lightning bolt to sort of like go for their face. It's not great either. Yeah. And right now, what we basically have to do is we just have to dig for that aura flux, and then if we can get that out on the board, then we should be in pretty good shape. So yeah, so that's what this matchup boils down to now. I think is just if I can find the aura flux, and if not, then not in great shape. But as you guys saw, you know, we reached the point where they had to draw something really good, and we would have a lot of card draw open going, so we could potentially draw into some more action. Yeah, but that's the way. It's just variance. It happens. The trigger is surprisingly efficient against these Boggles deck, I find. Like, you know, if they play like turn 1, especially here when we're on the play, right? On the draw it's a little bit more clunky, but on the play it's definitely very good because we can play out our land, and we should be able to get to it, be able to play it before they get a chance to grow their creatures too much. So now the question is, so we're going to keep this hand, but the question is, what do we want to do? Are we going to dig for the? Are we going to play out a creature? Or are we just going to, you know, cantrip our way to an active Swirling Sandstorm and then trying to find our enchantment hate in the meantime? And I think we are. I think we're just going to try and cantrip our way to victory here. So there's a counterspell. Counterspell's not bad, and neither is the Ash Barrens. We kind of want both here. So let's put the Ash Barren on top and then get the counterspell, and then we just pass the turn. Because then next turn we can keep counterspell up, and then we can Ash Barrens at the end of turn, get our red source. If they don't play anything. Perfect. So we get the Ash Barrens, and here we just pass the turn again. So here we're representing both counterspell, but also spell starter sprite. So they might not want to run anything into that, and they did not. So we get a chance to get our mountain out. And yeah, I think again here we just pass. And they pass. There's an Augur of Bolas. Okay, so now we ponder. We're just going to try and find another island. Spellstutter Sprite is nice. So I think we go Island, Sprite, Island, Shuffle, no. And we just pass. I drew a lot of lands, which is great for us. I'm not going to complain. So here we can. I kind of want the to draw the island next turn. So I think we'll just play out the Miscreant, and then we have both the Sprite and Counterspell open, depending on what they end up playing. And they don't play anything. That's also fine. So now we get to attack with the Ninja. And draw a card. There's Lightning Bolt, doesn't do much for us. Just play out the Miscreant again. Keep open Spellstutter Sprite. They seem to be fairly flooded here. Yeah, I think we definitely want to. I think we definitely want to counter this. Even if they have a gut shot here, that doesn't do much. Actually, we didn't have to counter that at all. We could just have bolted it, right? That was actually a misplay on my part. Sorry, that was not well played. Because now they get a chance to actually run out one of their big creatures. Ah, that was really bad. So they gut shot the Spellstutter Sprite. Okay. Okay, that was a very bad play on my part, but luckily we didn't get too punished. So here we just attack. I would rather play the Preordain after we draw a card. I'm not too. There's nothing really that I don't want to draw. But if we can get the Aura Flux out, yeah, an island is fine here. I'm okay with that. Play the island. Just play the Augur. Get a counterspell. Oh, we missed on the Aura Flux though. That's too bad. So now we really need to shuffle. Oh, they scooped. I'm surprised they scooped here. But that's fine. Okay, so we know they have Scattershot Artist in there, so we definitely want to make sure that we keep the Lightning Bolts. So what does this hand do? Doesn't really do that much. I think we want to mulligan this. I mean, we can go turn 2 Augur of Bolas. Maybe into Ninja. I'm not sold on this. This is a little bit better. Not much better, but a little bit better. Do we want a Miscreant here? No, I don't think we do. They go Forest, Scattershot Archer. Okay. So we can use this Wiles to get... I think we need to use the Wiles to get a island, and then hopefully we can find a mountain for this Lightning Bolt. Oh wait, what, or do we? Do we just... So the chances of drawing a mountain is a lot higher, oh sorry, a lot lower than drawing an island. So do we just find the mountain here? This is a tricky situation. So we have 3 mountains in the deck, and we have the rest of our lands are either fetch lands or islands. So the probability of drawing an island is going to be way higher than the probability of drawing a mountain. And we kind of need this mountain to get this Electricity going as well. Yeah, let's just get this mountain and hope for the best. Okay, so we did get the island, which means that electricity is now open. So if they tap out and they try and play something big on the Glade Cover Scout, we have something to deal with that. And they do. So let's cast this with Overload. And get rid of this Glade Cover Scout. The Ancestral Mask goes to the graveyard. They can attack us for 1 if they want. Not too bothered by that. They didn't attack us. Okay. So now we drew a Preordain, so we're just going to Preordain. We don't want any of this. That's another mountain. Guess we can just play out the mountain here. The reason why I don't want to shoot this Scattershot Archer yet is because if they try and play some aura onto their Archer, then we can Lightning Bolt in response. Because I would rather get the auras out of their hand. Exactly. This is exactly what we hope to achieve. So now we kill the Archer. And the Armadillo Cloak goes to the graveyard. And we get to play... We kind of want another island here, so let's ponder. So there's the island. We kind of want this Spellstutter Sprite as well. Let's say Sprite, Preordain, Island, Shuffle, no. I think we can just play out the Augur, and then we get the Preordain. Then we pass. So they definitely don't have a hexproof creature in hand. If they did, they would definitely have played it. Okay, so let's Preordain before combat in case we draw a ninja. We did get a ninja. We definitely want this Sandstorm. So let's attack. Play the Augur Bolus again. We just want to get up as much beats going as we can before we... I want the Preordain here. And then if they actually play out something, we do have the Swirling Sandstorm to try and beat that. Okay, so Blossoming Sands was probably the draw for the turn. Here's another Trickery as well. So now we're in really good shape. We have a lot of things to combat what they try and do. And I'm quite happy just drawing lands here. Okay, Preordain. Preordain top, Counterspell top. And then pass. So now we have both Electricity and Counterspell open. And we just have so much gas in hand that I could imagine it would be difficult for our opponent to get back. So we play the Preordain. Yeah, I don't mind drawing the I don't mind discarding here either. Just get rid of one of these miscreants. Both of them, actually. We don't really need them. I'd rather just have all these counter spells in hand. Just making sure that they can't actually do anything. Also, without getting rid of the miscreants, we don't really care about the scattershot archers anymore. So now we ninja the augur. We draw 2 cards. Yes. And yes. And yeah, this is pass. Play Utopia Sprawl, that's fine. Glade Cover Scout. That's also fine. And then if they try and cast something big on it, we just Electricity in response. So they try and Rancor. So we just really Electricity in response here. And that could be enough to prompt a concession. No, Rancor goes to the graveyard. So they gut shot. They have another gut shot. Okay, spend 2 gut shots. I think this is one of the issues with with the type of deck that our opponent is playing, is that if you sideboard too much, you sort of like disrupt your own game plan, and then all of a sudden you're just stuck with all like these sideboard cards. And I mean, Gutshot is fine, but I mean, it's not that amazing. Let's just get this island. And then we just pass. Yeah. Okay. So we entered the game with 5 counter spells in hands and card draw. So that was pretty awesome. So we Bogus is not that easy of a matchup, I feel, just because a lot of our interaction comes from our really nice removal package in the form of all the lightning bolts. So, and we didn't even, well, we managed to pull it off. I think we managed to pull it off because our opponent just got stuck with all these sideboard cards, which were actually not that amazing. I think that the matchup is already is so bad for Blue-Red Delver that you just stick with your game plan, and then you should be able to win this. So yeah, I mean, we have a removal spell, we have cantrips, we have a counter spell, we have a creature. So I think we just keep this. This looks like a good hand to me. Okay. Faithless Looting. Wonder what that is. I don't actually know what deck this is. Oh, it's the reanimated deck. I see. Okay, so now we definitely just need to get to... So these are both okay. I mean, we already have a counterspell. We already have our red mana. So I think we're just going to bottom both. I think we really want to get to an untapped blue source. Two mana. Tormenting Voice. You're going to dredge. Oh no, you just drew 2. Okay. So right now they don't really have anything dangerous in the graveyard, which is really good for us. So we definitely want to find an untapped blue source, and there it is. So Sprite, counterspell, island. Don't want to shuffle. And then in this way we also have Vapor Snag up, so if they do go for, if they like manage to reanimate like an Ulamog's Crusher, we can just put it back into their hand. So they decided just to draw a card normally. They're gonna go for the Faithless Looting again. Neonate, okay. That's fine. They discard. What did they discard? Okay. So they dredged the Stinkweed Imp. Another Neonate. Draw what? They decided to dredge again. Shred memory. Okay. So yeah, I'm guessing they're just looking for their... I quite like... So, what's the worst thing that can happen? They reanimate something, but we do have the Vapor Snag. So let's just play out this Augur and see if we hit... That's a Lightning Bolt. That's not that exciting, but... the other cards were not that exciting either. There's a Crusher. Okay, so they got the Ulamog's Crusher. They play the Exhume. Dragon Breath comes in. We go to begin combat, and then we just Vapor Snag this back to their hand. So let's play out this Ponder. Because we wanna hit our land drops. That's the island. We don't want any of this ideally. But we do want the island here to play out our counter spells, and then next turn we can ninja. So I think right now they just have like a bunch of Stinkweed Imps in hand, right? Yeah. So I think we want to get rid of that, because we do want to start ninjaing. And they already have a Stinkweed in the graveyard, so they could just dredge away, but the problem is right now they want to find a reanimation spell. Okay, so we just pass. They draw a card normally. So that's another Stinkweed Imp, that's also fine. Because we got Lightning Bolts for days here. And another one. Okay, so let's attack. Draw a card. Preordain, that's good. Let's just play the Augur so we can get another ninja down next turn. We got a Gush, not bad. I don't think I necessarily want to Gush right now. No, I'm happy just passing here. If they want to like dredge a bunch of Stinkweed Imps and play those, then I'm fine with that as well. That's an Exhume, so we counter that. Okay, they've seen enough. Um, Reanimator, huh? Yeah, I mean, we don't actually have that much to combat that. We can take in the Hydroblasts, which can counter all their red spells. That's probably the best we can do, actually. So sometimes they do play Gurmag Angler, which means that these bolts are probably the worst removal spells we have. I don't see this Dispel doing anything. I think most of their spells are sorcery speed anyway. So maybe just try it like this. Yeah, let's just try it like this. Lala Stank. It's a pretty good name. So they're considering whether or not to play first. Probably do, right? They're a combo deck, so I don't think you want to let the deck that plays counter spells go first. So this is a little bit tricky. We don't have any counter spells, but we do have the ability to try and draw into some. And having the Miscreant and then finding a Spellstutter Sprite could be pretty powerful, so I think we're just going to keep this. They mull to 5. Faithless Looting, okay. Okay, they do play the Angler, so I'm happy that we kept in these Screds. Because Scred is actually one of those. Lightning Bolt can't kill an Angler, right? But a Scred can if you're lucky. Okay, so this is gonna go for an early Angler. I'm okay with that. And I'm okay taking 5 here as well. Trying to establish our board a little bit. And then if they want to attack more, that just means that we get to draw more. And we do have that one Vapor Snag in there somewhere. So they decide to attack for 5 here. Okay. Neonate. Neonate is annoying. And a Disfigure. Okay. Yeah, that can be a little bit problematic. But they are out of cards now. So we have to... So let's cycle this. And then we get a chump blocker out. Gosh, it's not really what we want right now. So we just want to survive until we get this Scred online. Which we should be able to. They decide to attack with both. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think we have to block yet. I think it's more important to ninja to ninja and then preordain. Let's hope they don't have another creature here. Okay, they just go for another Faithless Looting. Okay. And they drew a land. That's also fine. So let's attack with the auger, ninja. We didn't find the land. Preordain. Come on, give us a land. Evolving Wilds. Okay, so we're getting closer. And our opponent doesn't really have... Let's just get rid of this Delver. And our opponent doesn't really have anything else going on right now. So they can attack. Yep, that is fine. And then we find another island here. And then we just need to find one more land, and there it is. So we... attack with a ninja. And then... I think we play the auger. We get another Preordain. We can get rid of those. And now I think we can get rid of this. So they attack here with both. We just kill this. We take one. That's fine. They get another Exhume. We counter that. Okay. So we now have a Hydroblast. Yeah, so let's just attack here with just the ninja, and then we play out the Miscreant to double block the Neonate. That's another Scred. That's not a bad draw. Let's play this. Let's play this. Yeah, Ponder is fine. Play the mountain, pass the turn. Maybe a Relic of Progenitus would be good. I'm not sure. Okay, they draw. There's an Ulamox Crusher. Okay. So they can bounce the Pachuca Bug. They do. I'm fine with that. Let's just ponder here in case we find another ninja. We don't. We do already have all of this stuff though. But I guess that's fine. Let's just top. Shuffle, no. We attack with everything here. And then we just play out the Delver. And pass. So next turn Delver flips, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they exile our graveyard. That's fine. Exhume, we counter that. And that's it. All right. So 2-0 in the Pauper League. I used to play a lot of Pauper actually when I was living in London, and we had a really nice Pauper community where we would meet up on Mondays, and yeah, it was great. We normally had like around 20 people showing up. I haven't been able to find any sort of like competitive environment or even sort of like slightly competitive environment here in New Haven yet, but I'm gonna keep looking. Um, yeah, it would be fun to play. I mean, I met up with some people in like like a little local gaming shop, and people were playing Commander and stuff, which is nice. Um, but I enjoy playing more sort of like more competitive decks as well. I like to play modern, like you know guys know. I like to play. It doesn't have to be like expensive formats, you know. That's why Pauper is so great because everyone can get into it fairly simply. But it does require people. It requires people, right? It requires people who are actually interested in this. Let's check we're still recording. Yep. Um, wow, we're getting a long time here for an opponent. All right, we got one. We do like to play first. I need to remember to say good luck to my opponents here. Oh, yeah, I know. Good luck, have fun. So this is a little slow in the sense that we don't get to play a turn 1 Delver, but we do get to play a turn 2 Delver, which is okay. Let's just play Evolving Wilds and then pass. Oh yeah, by the way, this is by far my favorite Evolving Wilds art. Snow-covered island, so it looks like we might have a looks like we might have a mirror here. Except they are not playing the right snow-covered islands, they're playing these ugly ones. So play the Delver out. Pass the turn. Okay. They cycle aspirants. They found a mountain. Okay. They go for a lightning bolt. That's fine. I have another Delver ready. At the ready. There's the second Delver. Okay. So we're trading a little bit 1-for-1 here. So play a miscreant. So they sprite that. Sure. They go attacking here. And now if they ninja out, we lightning bolt the ninja. Oh, they don't. Okay. Sure, let's just sprite this. They might have a sprite themselves. Oh, they gush. Sure. Yeah, they have their own sprite. Pass. So now we gush. Try and draw into some more action here. We got a little bit of action. I don't think we want another ninja. We don't want this brainstorm. We just kill this Delver here now. So now they have a ninja. Oh no, they don't. Interesting. Another Delver Secrets. And a Panda. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this game is not going that great for us, but guess we just gotta keep trying, right? Let's see what they reveal. Nothing. Interesting. Yeah, attack, attack. Yeah, no blocks. Okay. Yeah, we just try and bait out some of their cards for now. They might have another miscreant themselves. Oh, okay. So they bolt it. Sure. Yeah, they seem to have the upper hand right now. Which happens. Isn't really anything. Yep, down to 10. Guess now we just vapor snack this. Time to run out some of these ninjas. Okay, they have a counterspell. That's fine. So we know they have Delver and counterspell in hand. That's all we know. No blocks. Okay. So we bottomed one of the brainstorms, so I don't think there's any shame in... Okay, I think this is it. Our opponent just had just better draws, I think. If they have a ninja here, then we just scoop. Yeah, okay. Okay. So the mirror is an interesting one. I think we want these Stormbound Geists. Probably want these Pyroblasts. Might want these Electricaries. Maybe this Lightning Bolt. Don't necessarily want these Screds. Just because the all of these cards just do the same job but better. We don't want Vapor Snag. We might not want the Brainstorms. And these counterspells are questionable. The reason why I think the counterspells are questionable is that having Pyroblast and Hydroblast, they do sort of like the same thing, but they're just like more efficient. Like they cost less. Orc of Bolus is fine. We can keep one counterspell. So I'm on the play, so I kind of want all 4 ninjas on the play. Maybe I just want one Geist and one counterspell like this. Maybe this spell is not good enough. They do play a lot of creatures, so maybe like that. Let's try like this. Again, a little bit slow, but not that exciting. But we do have. I mean, this is kind of like a hand. This is kind of a hand, right? Sort of like similar to our first hand, actually. Except we didn't. This time we don't really have that many threats. So they got a wild as well. So let's just crack this to get an island. Let's ponder. So we have 3 lands already. I quite like this Spellstutter Sprite. So what are we doing next turn? So next turn we have 3 mana next turn, so we could like Preordain and Sprite, or we could Stormbound Geist. So let's grab this. Yeah, let's just grab this Preordain, and then we shuffle the rest of the stuff away. I think that's fine to do. Oh, they didn't fetch. That was probably a misclick from their part. Unless they have a Brainstorm. No, they have a Preordain. Yeah, then it was most likely just a misclick. That's unfortunate. Let's get our mountain out, and then we can. Yeah, let's get these guys going now. Okay, so they got counterspell mana now. They have a mountain. Orc of Bolas, okay. What have they found? They found a counterspell. Okay, that is good to know. Let's keep this tab open. So now the question is, I mean, we might as well attack here, but we can't block the augur anyway. And then let's preordain. That's a pyroblast. That's interesting. Let's top. So now we have both Spellstutter Sprite and Lightning Bolt open. They decide to bolt that. Okay. That's fine. It comes back as a 3/3. If they want to spend another Lightning Bolt in it, I'm okay with that as well. So they attack here. Yeah, no blocks. They go for the ninja. Okay. So we kill the ninja. And they killed our Geist. That's fine. So they used 2 lightning bolts on one of our creatures, and we got one of their ninjas out of the way. So I'm fairly happy with that outcome. Land. Oh no, that's the Pyroblast, of course. Okay. So that's now just preordain. That's another sprite. Yeah, I'm happy with these sprites actually. Just pass the turn here. We could play another augur. Did they find something? Find a pyroblast. Okay. That is also good to know. So let's try and bait that out of their hand here. They didn't fall for it. Okay. So let's ponder. That's our own augur. Sure. No. Let's not shuffle. Let's just attack here. And then again, if they want to spend a Pyroblast on our Augur Bolus, that's also fine. If they do, then they definitely have a ninja. And then... oh, they like trickery that. That's fine. Yeah, let's gush here. That sounds awesome. Let's gush. Since we missed land drop, we might as well do it. Ireland. Ponder. Hydroblast. They do have a Pyroblast. That could be a neat way of combating there. So let's put the Hydroblast, Snow-Colored Island, and Augur Bolus. And then we can draw the Augur. I don't think we need this Evolving Wilds yet. We do have our next land drop ready. Preordain, okay. bottom top. Cycle with the aspirants. Get another island. Play the island. Pass the turn. Okay. So now, what do we do? Do we still go for the auger plan? Or do we just pass it? I think we just pass now. We just draw the hydroblast naturally. Sort of like a little bit of a limbo here between the board in the board state here. It's like very equal. So he's also just passing. So we could try and just get out a spell stutter sprite. Because then the next one has more value to it. Okay, resolves. We draw the hydroblast. And now we can just play out the auger. Preordain or hydroblast? I quite like taking a preordain here, getting some sort of card filtering. And now we have somewhat of a clock here. It's a 17 turn clock, but it's a clock nonetheless. Then we can pass. Now they might go for their own sprite here. They scrat that thing. That's fine. They drew an island. Okay. Let's play another sprite. And there's an electrickery. Okay, let's pre it in first. That's a Delve of Secrets. Delve of Secrets is a good card. I don't understand why you would keep Scred in, but that's my opinion, but I don't think Scred does that much in this matchup. So they play their own spells to the sprite. We could electrickery it. No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So they go to attacks. They don't attack, okay. So they definitely don't have a ninja. So here's a lightning bolt. So if I play this, they can play counter spell and then the pyroblast. Okay, let's just pass. So they pyroblast that, but it's not the same as the pyroblast they revealed. That's interesting. So they have another pyroblast in hand. So we can now... Yeah, okay. That's weird though, isn't it? Isn't that a weird play? So now they have the ninja. So what do we do here? We can... we can try and bolt it, then they cast their spell stutter sprite again. Yeah. And that's fine. And they get to draw one card, and that's fine. Because we still have all this other removal for it. And now we can actually get our Stormbound Geist out. Which is, it's going to be a pretty big deal. So they gush. Okay. Play an island again. Go to discard. Counterspell. So we play this. That's still not the same Pyroblast that they played, that they actually showed us. Interesting. So they drew all their Pyroblasts? Okay. I mean, that's fine, I guess. So they attack for one here. We can take one. Have another ninja. Jesus. Yeah, that's fine. They draw a card. That's a fairy. Play the fairy. Pass the turn. So they still have a Pyroblast. They still have a Counterspell. Yeah, this is not going great. So they're considering whether or not to play out their miscreant, I guess. So they scrap that thing. So if I Hydroblast that, they have to counter it. Yeah, let's Hydroblast that. Let's kill the sprite. So they go to attacks. They actually do attack, huh? They still have a counterspell, they still have a Hydroblast. Have another spell stutter sprite. They still have that counterspell. Okay, so now I'm in top deck mode and my opponent has a Pyroblast at least, and they could potentially win this beatdown race, so I'm in desperate need of a gush here. Okay, so it's full out attack. They might have another ninja, which would be pretty disgusting, but that would just be the way it is, I guess. So double block the ninja here to try and make sure we kill it. Okay, they rearranged it. I don't think that makes a difference. They have another ninja. Are you kidding? Oh, okay, they just blasted. Okay, that's fine. So that Pyroblast that they drew ages ago is now finally gone. And here's our ninja. Brilliant. So let's attack. See if we can get back into this game just a little bit. Augur. Whiff. So this is why I don't like Augur Bolas. It just doesn't dig deep enough, and it's a little bit too narrow in my opinion, but what can you do? They drew a gush. Okay. That's a good draw. Preordain. I mean, we can might as well just F6 here. We don't have anything going for us. So top. Draw with the Miscreant. Bolt this. They really kept in all of their Screds and all of their bolts. I don't know. I don't like that game plan very much, but I mean, it seems to be working for them, right? But I don't know. I'm not a big deal of that. Like, they only have, you know, it's difficult to get more than one mountain down, and if you just stack your deck full of red spells, then that might constitute a problem. So let's try and kill these. So that worked. We basically just have to like try and draw into something here. Ponder's a good start. Delver. Is Delve of Secrets better than a random card? And they're never gonna flip, right? So let's, yes, shuffle. Okay, there's a misprint at least. So this turn I'm definitely gonna chump the ninja. Okay. No attacks. Interesting. I would like to attack. Sure. Do you want to block? So now the question is, do you have a counterspell? Nope. Okay. I mean, you can't have that many. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've drawn 6 of your spot removal spells. Yeah, I'm happy trading here. Kind of have to. Island, not the best draw. Misprint, okay. Another island. Another misprint. That's pretty good. Another gush. Oh, they play 3 gush. Oh, do they? Yeah, they play 3 gush. Yeah, I only play 2. I'm not a big fan of playing 3 gush. I keep saying that, but you know, we're getting our asses kicked here, so maybe what I'm doing is not correct. It's just whenever I play 3 gush, it's been, I don't know, you draw them at times where you don't want them, and I mean, they're obviously very good late game, but so 2. Do they have a bolt to finish me off? Don't slow roll this. Okay. Let's just pass. I'm not gonna give up here. I'm ahead on my library. Let's see if we can get this to resolve. Counterspell. Okay. So down to 1 life. So I don't even know what I can draw here. No, that's it. GG. Yeah, I mean, the mirror is an interesting game. I've tried all sorts of different things. I've in the past I used to board out the Delve of Secrets, and that might still just be the right thing to do. You know, you saw what our opponent did. They just kept in all their counter spells and kept in all their spot removal and stuff. And I don't know. I don't think that shredding a 1/1 for 1 is valuable enough that that's what you want to be doing in the matchup. But then again, the matchup is so dependent on who can stick and ninja and just get, successive attacks in with the ninja. And even though they only managed to, they attack with the ninja and they drew a card, and then I could block it the next turn with the augur, they still managed, to get back their spell starter sprites and use them again for value and stuff. And that's what you need to do in the matchup. And if your hand just doesn't end up the way you want it, then or you don't draw as well as your opponent, then it's very hit or miss. Um, but I guess that's how a lot of mirror matches go, right? They tend to um, be a little bit interesting and clunky. Yeah, I like this. This is a fine hand. Planes. Thraben Inspector. Okay. So let's just get this miscreant going. Glinthawk. Okay. So you take back your clue. Let's preordain. Another Scred, another Ponder. That's not what we want. That's a Vapor Snag. That's kind of interesting for the Glinthawk. It's also Sprite. Sprite could be good. So let's say Delver, Snag, Sprite. Yeah, let's just pass. The Glinthawk's a little bit problematic for us. Okay, that's a Prism. And a Radiant Fountain. Okay. And another Glinthawk. Yeah, our opponent is kind of just doing it right now. So let's keep the spell starter sprite for the artifact, and then we can always snag one of the Glinthawks. Yeah, you know it. You want to cast it first. Come on. Journey to Nowhere. Yeah, we kind of want to spell starter sprite that actually. And then they want to attack. So now the question is, do we take this? Let's double block. Let's take this Glinthawk out of here. Gonna cast the Prism again. Skyfisher. Okay. Yeah, this is a problematic matchup. Definitely not ideal. Yeah, mean, they play so many prisms. It doesn't. We can't counter these prisms. We can't counter their 2 mana cyclers, right? We have to save it for like another Skyfish or something. Glinthawk. Yeah, we need to counter this. Oh my goodness. Oh, not good. Not good. Yeah. Okay, that's a start. So that's pretty. Let's see if we can find that. Yeah, let's just take this. Let's see if we can find a mountain here. So I desperately need one. There's an Ash Baron. No, don't shuffle. Cycle this. Get a mountain. Play the mountain. Pass. Yeah, so what we need to do now is that we just need to like, we're definitely gonna shoot this core Skyfisher. What is this? Wow, is that a main deck card? That's very interesting. Okay. I mean, this is probably one of the worst matchups for the Delver decks in general. You're gonna cast your... Oh, you're just gonna cast the Inspector? Okay. Sure. So let's ponder. That's another Scred. So let's draw that Scred. Definitely kill this now. Yep. Pass. I mean, they just draw so many cards and stuff. Crack a clue. I don't see how we get out of this, to be honest. I guess we block. Okay. Do they take back the Radiant Fountain? Gain some more life? Yep. Alright. So we got the Evolving Wilds. Yeah, I mean, this is not great. So we take one. Here's to them not having a lightning bolt or anything. Which seems very unlikely. Oh, really? That's interesting. So let's get an island. Gosh. Delve of Secrets. I mean, I guess we're gonna attack here because I don't want to throw away my sprite so we might as well just attack. Pass the turn. Another prism, okay. Another radiant fountain. It's a long way to go. Yep. So let's see a gush off the top here. Brainstorm, okay. That works too. And that's the gush. So yeah, let's put these two back. And then we can gush in our block step. So we gush here. And then we play the ninja, taking back the sprite. And we draw an extra card. And yeah. So now we're actually doing alright here, surprisingly. Our opponent attacks for 1. That's fine. So next turn we can just sort of like keep back the ninja. Take the Radiant Fountain back. Okay. I see. Okay. So you're the monarch. You draw a card. So let's attack with the Delver here. Cycle the secluded step, okay. So now I'm the monarch. And let's just play this island. Come on, Scred. Gosh. Okay. That can work as well. That can definitely work. Palace Sentinels, that's a pretty sweet card. But really only when you're ahead, right? You don't really want to play it. So like a card you play when you're ahead and you want to stay ahead. So they go attacking. So they blast. Oh, I see. They don't have Metalcraft. Okay. So we block here. Bolt there. So that's a 2-3. Was it kicked? Can we see that? Oh, it doesn't say anything, so it probably wasn't kicked. Do I want to counter that? I don't think so. I can just block that with my Delver, right? I think this is sort of like what I have to do to win this game. Just stay back on defense and then... So they attack with both. I then block. Block. Yep. End of turn, bolt this. Galvanic Blast me. I think I have to counter that. Okay, so they have one card in hand. Sure. Let's just get this ninja out. We've been on the back foot for such a long time anyway. Delve of Secrets is fine. Galvanic Blast me. Yeah. Sure. What could I do? So we definitely want these Stormbound Geists. We definitely want all of this. Another lightning bolt. Augur is okay. I'm not a big fan of the... I mean, the Delvers are good. Maybe the fairies are not that good. Maybe Vapor Snag is not that good. Maybe the Brainstorm is not that good. Let's try this. It's such a horrible matchup to begin with that... Yeah, this is not how we win. That's not how we win either, but this is what we have. Sure. Let's just play this island. See if we can ride this Delver to victory. So next turn we can play the Delver and we can keep Hydroblast up to protect it from like a lightning bolt. And then hopefully that'll just be enough. I mean, that's our game plan right now. We have a game plan, which is good. Okay. Wizards really missed out on. They had the opportunity to reprint the red elemental and blue elemental blast as a common, and they just didn't. So that's very unfortunate. Okay, so now we have a flipped Delver, and let's see if this is enough. Let's Galvanic Blast that. Oh, sorry, let's counter that. Yeah, sure. Let's see what they got here. Let's see. They cycle that, okay. Core Skyfisher. Sure. So we bolt that. And now we really want to draw some gas. I guess that's okay. That can end up being a 2-for-1. That's fine. Okay. So the question is, do we keep this sprite in hand? I think we do. I think we need that sort of like value that it gives to win this game. Just a bunch of screds. Sure. We can draw a bunch of screds. So if they play like a Thraben Inspector, then we can use the sprite. Okay, they just don't play anything. That's fine. There's that Great Furnace. We just draw another scred. We really want to gush. Next turn, let's draw gush next turn. How about that? What do people think about that? The next turn gush. Glint Hawk. Okay. Let's try and see if we can counter that. Electrickery. Let's Hydroblast that. Nice. They cast a Journey. Okay. We get a Ninja. That's probably pretty good. They might have another Journey. They do. They played a lot of removal in that deck. Like an insane amount of removal. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should have saved the Ninja. I don't know. I just really I wanted to get it out there. No reason to cast a Sprite. They don't have anything going. Now we can hard cast a Gush if we draw it. They drew a Radiant Fountain, that's fine. There we go. I like the idea of hard casting this Gush end of turn rather than doing anything hasty. Okay, probably just gonna take this Radiant Fountain back. Yep. So let's Gush. Okay. That was a successful Gush. Let's Augur. Please don't whiff. Another Gush. That's nice. That'll definitely help us to get back into this game. I don't hate our position from this point, actually. But I mean, as we saw in the previous game, things can go wrong out of nowhere. I don't know why I was trying to cast Gush there. I wanted to cast Ninja. Galvanic Blast, so that's spells that are sprite that. Prismatic Sprints. Okay. That's fine. Did they say blue? Yeah, okay. Sure, we can Gush here. Play another island. Pass the turn. Get rid of this mountain. They gain another life. So let's attack here. Play an island. Play the auger. Get a scred. Get rid of an island. Okay, that's fine. Alchemist Vial, that's fine. Skyfisher. Let's counter that. Okay. So now I'm a little bit concerned about what I draw. I would prefer to draw a counterspell of some sort. Yeah, and both of these will definitely do. Okay. So swing in with these two. Play the Stormbound Geist. Bolt that. Sure. They play an Ancient Den. That's the Preordain. I don't want another bolt. Ponder. There's a sprite. The sprite seems nice. So let's say Ponder sprite. No, don't shuffle. Because then in this case I can play both a sprite and a counterspell if I need to. Which is nice. So we finally got an opponent down to less than 20, so that they're on 18 now. There's a Skyfisher, so I think we want to counter that with the sprite here. They're down to 1 card in hand. Let's ponder. Wilds, Augur, Sprite. Same thing. Let's just make sure we have as many counter spells in hand as possible. And pass. Glinthawk. Same maneuver. We just counter it with the sprite here. Get the beats going. Let's play an auger here. Get rid of that bloody land we have on top. Wow, okay. I mean, yeah, I guess that's fine because we didn't want to draw them, but a little bit annoying. Okay, pass. These are some long, grindy games. Ancient Den. Sure. Let's attack here. Then we should be able to finish it up with a lightning bolt. Even through the vial. And bolt your face. Sure. Those extra seconds that you gained. We should of course bring in the Gorilla Shamans. I don't know what I'm thinking. Me being ill is definitely taking a little bit of a toll on me. They should of course be in there, as they can kill a bunch of stuff. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, I just saw them right now, and that just completely dawned on me. Guys, this is like Michael Jordan. You remember that game where Michael Jordan, he had had the flu? That's me right now. Yes, I just compared myself to Michael Jordan. No, I mean, obviously that's ridiculous, but still, he his famous flu game. You guys watch basketball? If you guys watch basketball, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you think of the league right now. Who's your favorite player? What's your favorite team? I would love to hear all that. Wow, we desperately need to find a land here. We did. I have this new coffee I bought today. I'm really excited to make a pot of coffee after this. Okay, Prism is fine. We know they have the Cycler in hand. So now we get a chance to get rid of this this Skyfisher here next turn. Okay, so what do we do here? We can either kill the Skyfisher, or we can kill the Ancient Den. So like try to keep them off mana a little bit. I think I like playing this, killing their land here, because then we could potentially use the Gorilla Shaman to bring in the Ninja if they don't kill it. Oh, they just bolted. Sure. That's fine. That was a very nice 2-for-1. Another Glinthawk. Okay. I mean, we have the bolts for them. We just gotta... So we can go bolt, kill this, Delver, go. So we really want another island. Prism, sure. Boris Garrison. It's also fine. Dispel, okay. I guess we just start getting the beats on here. And then we sort of like just pass the turn. So Fountain, okay. Journey. That's annoying. Yep. Okay, so we take 2. Skyfisher. Okay. Take the journey. Oh. Okay, so we have to kill the Skyfisher. Come on, land. That is a land. At least now we have a sprite that we can use, and then we have Kangosh next turn. I mean, it's not going great, but it's sort of like going. So they attack. Yep. Prism, okay. Another core Skyfisher, are you kidding me? I mean, sure. I can't do anything about that. So crazy how much value there is in that Boros deck, but... Okay, let's just get this spell stutter sprite out there. And let's... Also, let's just gush now. That's a Scred. That can kill the Glinthawk. Let's do that. Pass the turn. It's gonna end up being one of those situations again where we sort of like stabilize maybe at like 4 life or something, and then... Yeah. Then God knows what happens. At least now if they attack, we can at least ninjutsu in the ninja. Which is pretty neat. Oh, they do actually play the Battle Screech. That is painful. Are they gonna flashback it straight away? Okay. Another sprite. Yeah, I mean... What can we do? Just attack with everything here. I mean... Okay. What are they thinking here? Gonna Galvanic Blast me? Electrickery. Yeah, I mean, we have to try and counter that. Otherwise, we just lose. No Hydroblast. Oh, Pyroblast. Nice. Nice. Yeah, good. And that's it. Good game. Okay, 2-2. Let's try and see if we can at least make our money back here. Would be a shame not to. Last game, and then I'm calling it for today. Come on, opponent. Come on, opponent. Come on, opponent. I don't have time to sit around here. Well, I do have all the time in the world. Yeah, I need to remember to bring in those gorilla shamans whenever I play the Boros decks. Okay, last match. Let's get some good games out of this. They kept, and we got turn 1 Ponder. They mulliganed. What? They kept a Zero Lander? So we... Ponder's fine. Are you serious? Okay, well, let's just keep spell stutter sprites up for days. Okay. I still like just playing one out here, so we can counter whatever 2-drop they play. Again, let's ponder here. Don't want any of that. Shuffle, yes. I wonder what kind of deck they're playing. Okay. It's probably some sort of reanimated deck. Miscreant. We want to draw another land here. We don't. We just draw brainstorms. I think we just want to keep up the Vapor Snag in case they. Yeah, then we can always brainstorm at the end of our turn. If they go like Exhume here. Okay, another horror. And a Faithless Looting. Yeah, it's definitely the reanimated deck again. Okay, Evolving Wilds. Another Swamp. Let's just cycle these brainstorms. Bolt is not going to do much. And whatever, we're still going to draw one of these things here. So let's just keep attacking with these, and then we can just keep up some sort of counterspell, either being a spell starter sprite or actual counterspell. And then we can shuffle the bolt away. Tormenting Voice. That's fine. I think it's a little bit too risky to... Monsters Carabid, okay. I mean, these are not exactly sort of like very exciting reanimated targets, so I don't really know what my opponent's deck is all about, but let's just throw out some more of these sprites and stuff. Gosh is fine, so is the island. Yep. Okay, there's a big angler. Angler's fine. Crypt Rats is not fine. Let's just Vapor Snag this now. Because then if we draw a Bolt, we actually have lethal. Oh. We can still try and go for the lethal here. So we, in our block step, we do the old trick of gushing away the 2 islands here. And then play out Ninja for a Spellstutter sprite. Oh, I kind of thought that Bolt would be enough. I must have miscounted. Okay. That's fine. Let's just get rid of one of these islands here. Probably going to play out another angler, but that's fine. They can play as many anglers as they want because we have lethal in the air. Okay, yeah. I think they just saw that. Okay, so this seems good. The Hydroblasts, they seem good. The bolts seem terrible. Try it like that. Yeah, I like that. Oh man, I need a nap after this. This is too much thinking for me, and I'm not even doing a good job of thinking. I want to make myself some coffee and maybe lie down for a little bit. Watch some TV. It is a beautiful day outside, but I should probably stay inside and get well. So what do we have here? We have a potential miscreant into a Sprite, we got some counter magic stuff going on. Yeah, it's probably okay. Let's see what they have. Tortured existence. Oh, that's what they're all about. Okay. So that's what all the cycling lands are about. They can just cycle through that deck in a very neat sort of way. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a pretty nice. That's a pretty cool strategy. You. We don't want any of this. We want to land. Ninjas might be okay. Stinkweed Imp. Okay. Let's get another island here. Yeah, let's just keep counter matching up, and then we can always kill the imp end of our turn. I don't really want to give them a dredger either. I would like to counter something like, Faithless Looting or something. Speaking of which, but I kind of want to counter it when they flashback it, right? Should I counter this? I guess I could Hydroblast it. Yeah, let's Hydroblast this, and then we can always counter a two mana spell with the Spellstutter Sprite. Or just do like this, yeah, that works. Okay. So let's just kill this. And get the ninja going. Okay. What is this? Grave Scrabbler. Okay, so it's just a bunch. It's just like recursion dot deck, I guess. Which is pretty cool. They got the crypt rats. So now we kind of like need to find something to kill that crypt rat. Let's see what this brainstorm gives us. So that's the Scred, which is pretty good. Let's see if they just block it. They probably don't. Don't block. No. Why would they? So let's kill this now. And then we can always try and counter the crypt rep if they want to play it again. We could just keep countering things every turn here. Seems like a pretty reasonable thing to do. Do you want to get this? Okay, they dredge the Stinkweed Imp. And they're probably going to discard it to get back the Crypt Rats. But we're definitely going to try and counter that. Yep. Discarding the Stinkweed Imp. They play it. We counter it. They gain a life. Okay, Hydroblast. So let's just attack. We want to draw a card. So there's an island. That's pretty good. Let's go Preordain. There's another Scred. Yeah, let's just put these two on top like this. So now we have both Sprite up and Counterspell up. So they're probably going to go Torch Existence, discard another Stinkweed Imp. They return the Grave Scrappler. Okay, so now they want to have a little bit of value going here. Lightning Bolt. Let's Spellstutter Sprite that, because I do need my card draw engine. So now the question is, do I want to counter that? I kind of need to just counter the Stinkweed Imp, right? Okay, so he just gets. Okay, I see what he's doing here. Just get something to cycle. Cycles that, draws a card. There's a Scred. So I think we have to Scred this, because I think we need to keep drawing counter spells and stuff. So let's attack here. That's another Sprite. Okay, so I like that. So do you dredge here? Crypt Rats. So what's the worst that can happen if I should just use my normal counterspell in this. Pyroblast. I should Hydroblast that. Okay. So far so good. Right, so we did the right thing by actually casting the counterspell, I think. So now we should definitely pre-lane first, because we wouldn't mind another ninja. Okay. It's not island. Let's cast the auger. See if we can find a real counter spell. What is this? Sure. That's a gush. Gush is not bad. Okay. So can we survive this crypt rat for another? Okay. So let's see. Fair enough. So does 1 damage to everything. Alright. So we got 1 treasure chest and we got our money back. So I think just because we only got 1 treasure chest, I think we should open it. So let's wrap up the stream. Let's hope for something cool. Like I would love to get a Black Lotus one day. Let's see what we get. Sculpting Steel. You may have Sculpting Steel enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact on the battlefield. We did get a Deathrite Shaman. That's pretty cool. And we got a Siren Reaver. Okay. So to wrap up the stream here, I think the deck is sweet. I think it's very good. I think there's certain matchup which is just really bad, which like the Boros matchup, which is not great. The problem is that all their creatures are like slightly bigger than ours, and if they manage to kill our Stormbound Geist, then we're still like a little bit in trouble. But I like the deck overall. I think it's a cool way of playing Magic. It's sort of like very pure in the sense that you draw a bunch of cards, you counter stuff, you attack, and you bolt stuff. It's very simple. It's very interesting to play. It's not always that easy, which you might have noticed whilst I was playing today. Anyway, let me know what you liked about the video. If there's anything you think I should do better, and I would appreciate if you liked and subscribed. And I will see you soon.